lots of times people would get in trouble, people would make statements and grass people up. So these lads went round the house. I won't say which area, I don't want to get them in trouble, I don't want to mention their name, so I'll just, they went to an area in Teesside, they went round and they've shot the man's windows out, and they've shot the car, and they've shot the motorbike up on the front. So the cops have got them and nicked them, they're getting 10 year. They're definitely getting 10 year for the shooting. Dangerous kids. So they're in jail getting 10 year. On remand, devastated, not getting out of it. So they said, oh, we'll pay you 10 grand if you go and have a word with them. And it's allegedly this. It's just for the police if they're listening. So I went and seen them in jail. Oh, they were in a bad way. Couldn't do the jail. No, he wasn't going to be able to do the jail. He was crying and everything on the visit. He's fucked it, he can't do it. They couldn't do it, you know. So anyway, it's all to do with drugs again. Well, they were doing drugs in their area. They were pinching their customers. They were pinching theirs. And that's what happens when you do drugs. You end up getting a feud. Because you can't, whatever town you're in, there's going to always be competition. And if you're not the big fish, if you haven't got the backup, you need weapons, like guns or knives or whatever. That's what they use, because they can't fight with their hands, some of these people. So they have to use the weapons, they've got no choice. So some people, I've had fights with people fucking 6'10", 20 odd stone, and a nightmare to fight. And then I've had a lad 7-8 stone with a fucking 9mm Brown. I know I'd rather fight the fucking 20 stone bloke who's 6'10" than the fucking lad who's off his head crackers and shoot you with a fucking 9mm. So there's a big difference. Some people will not tolerate being bullied. They just won't have it. They'll fucking just, no matter how big. I know a lot of people. Bula was like that. Bula was fucking mad as a fish. He passed away now. He shot people, stabbed people. I'll tell you them stories later on, but I can tell you them about him now. But he was like that, Bula. He'd fucking petrol bomb the cars, petrol bomb the fucking houses, didn't give a shit. Speedy was the same. You fuck about with Speedy, he didn't give a fuck. I've got a few more good stories about him to tell you as well. But so anyway, getting back to these other two lads, I've got the prison up to Durham, they're on remand. I goes to see them and their heads are gone, the families were head battered. So anyway, he said, you're not going to be able to sort it. He's done that and he said this and she said that and he's got that and he said this and he's got that. So I went and seen the solicitors who were there. I said, what is the evidence? Instead of me listening to them, because they might get it all wrong. So I listened to the evidence. I thought, well, it's not as bad as you think. He said he's seen him running from the house, but it was quite dark night. So there straight away, I thought, well, you can show 100%. So anyway, then there was another one where he said, did you see who done it? He said, no, but he had the same cap on. He had the same hat on and the same coat as what he had in the pub earlier on. I thought, that's not evidence. So that's what they were nicked on, because they were seen in the vicinity. He named his clothes and the other one said, I've seen him, but it was actually quite dark. So I've gone and seen the people on the out who've had the war with these. So I've gone and said, look, if I get you a good drink, we use retracted statements and just tell the truth. So they went in and he said, look, I'm not 100% sure now. I was a bit bad-tempered, I was fuming. I just wanted to get them away from me, obviously, because I'm not a fighter. And that's why I allegedly supposed to went with a gun. But he said, I'll just go in and just say, look, I'm not 100% sure now. When I think about it, it was dark. It could have been anyone. So I just presumed, because I'd had trouble with them, it was them. So that was him. Both went in. What you do is you go into the police. You used to go to the police station. You want to redact or retract or redact. There's two words for it. Your statement. You say, I think it's untrue and that was unfair. And at the time I was angry, upset, and I really blamed them. And I don't see an innocent man going to jail. I'm not 100% it was him. And you have to be 100% when you give evidence in court. If you're 1% out, the case is dismissed. So anyway, he gave his statement that he wasn't 100% because it was dark. I thought it was just a glimpse I seen of him. He put in a statement. So when he went back and he redacted it, boom, one done. And then I went and seen the other one. The other one was a bit whingy. He went, oh, no, because they'll come back to me. And I said, I'll give you my word, no one will come to you. You don't bother them and they won't bother you. So if you keep away from them, I'll guarantee it doesn't happen. So anyway, they went to court. He went to the police station. The other one went and he said the same. He said, truth is so truth. I only seen his hat and his coat and that's all I went on. And I thought it was them, blah, 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 blah. And he went and retracted the statement. Anyway, it went to court. It took a while to go to court. By the time it went to court, it had to go to court. You can't just take it out. So it went to court. And when it went to court, the prosecution stood up and said, the case against such and such and such and such, the Crown wished to not pursue withdraw the case against them, no evidence. So the other two, they were going to nick them, the police, and make them hostile witnesses and make them give evidence. But I said, well, you do just say, well, on the night, I wasn't sure. So when they said they were going to say that to the cops, they just left it. So both of them lads who were getting, 10 years they were going to get for the shootings, they got off. And then the lads who were going to, the lads who were in jail got off. And the lads who were getting bullied off the bigger lads left them alone after that. Because I said to them in jail, I went to see him, I said, look, if I do this, he said, I will pay. I said, no, I'm bothered about the money. I said, all I want you to do is just leave them alone, and they'll leave you alone. And one day I might need a favour off you. And I said the same to the others, but I never took any money. I did it because I was making good money anyway. And they were both sets of good lads, to tell you the truth. They were the two young ones who would shoot you fucking psychopaths, and I could use them, I thought, as soldiers later on. And then the other big lads who could fight, they left it, because so they saved, the money never got paid out. They got out of jail, everyone was happy, and they ended up being friends later on. Again, another fucking good story for the tax man. Not bullshit, true stories. And these people still can, this day, still always fucking remember. I said, I've got 10 years without Brian Cockle. They tell everyone the story, you see. So yeah, another story in a day.